All right, Aquarius, welcome to your weekly forecast here for December 4th through the 10th of 2017. And this video is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, don't know what Sidereal is, be sure to check out the link down below. We're using the actual size of the constellations, which does change the signs from mainstream astrology. All right, so Aquarius, this week, a lot of concentration on your 10th house of career and productive life and your public image. It's been this way the past week or two. So great to continue to focus on this. Also, if you gained any insights the Sunday right before this week about your home life, your location or family, might be a really good week for implementing that stuff if you're guided to. Mercury is retrograde, and Mercury's retrograde in your 11th house of friends and your future ideals. So time to re-examine this week, maybe some of the network circles in your life, community, and what are your future hopes and wishes. And then I think by about Thursday, Mercury is going to go back into your 10th house. So for pretty much all of December, it will be a good time for revisiting the career, rethinking about it, maybe tying up some loose ends with that area. All right, so let's look at that along with everything else in more detail when we return. All right, Aquarius, so here is your chart for the week. There is the concentration of energy there at the top of your chart involving your public image and career and all that productive stuff. So let's look at the breakdown of the week. On Tuesday, we do have Chiron going station direct. I think there is some forward-moving energy involving your finances or your resourcefulness and even your sense of self-worth, which I think you've been likely healing this past year roughly with Chiron in this second. So great now if on Tuesday you feel like there's some things you want to heal with this, in or out of resources, and going into this area head on could be really rejuvenating and very healing and refreshing for you. So once we get to Wednesday, Mercury is going to go back over Saturn, and this is going to be with Saturn, your traditional ruler, slowly going into your 11th house. I think this whole concept that, these next 2 years, I think is really going to be about building your friends, your community, and then also building your future aspirations, your hopes and wishes for the future, whatever they are, building them one step at a time. It's about patience with Saturn, but it is building it. So with Mercury retrograde Wednesday, there might be this new, maybe from last week too, because Mercury went over Saturn last week, now is retrograde over Saturn, rethinking, re-examining this stuff that you want to start taking seriously, involving the future, involving this progressive side of yourself. And through that, learning a lot, through that, using these insights maybe towards some of these things, and just a really good energy to be open to learning about you. What is it you want? What is it you value in life when it comes to this forward-thinking, future-related stuff? Now, what's nice about this conjunction this week is that Mars is sextiling up to it. So there is positive support from Mars where you might be motivated here in general, with your ruler, but maybe to, again, get in that progressive energy. And this is likely because a lot of you have been very direct with the deeper things in life. You've learned a lot this past year and a half with Jupiter in this 8th house about vulnerability, about feelings, about trust, about facing fears. And so you have some really good depth to you and a willingness to face fears. And I think an empowering feeling actually available for you here around Wednesday. So once we get into about Thursday, Friday, Mercury then makes his way back into your 10th house, which will be that December rethinking consideration, at least for the next couple weeks, involving your career, involving your productive life, and your public image. So this is the area of new beginnings, will be when you have the new moon here in about a week or two, but it's all going to be based on what you're learning about. So learn about it, try new things, experiment, go into this area head on. Just be willing to be flexible in the process, because likely things are changing with this area or will change. And so we want to be as adaptive to change as possible. But it's not about avoiding it. It's about learning about it. So go in there, experience this 10th house. I think you'll find that there's a lot to learn regarding it for you. So once we get into Sunday, we do have Mercury trining Uranus. So there's this exciting energy about the weekend. There's also this uncertain energy about it with Venus squaring Neptune. It's a very interesting dichotomy there. But with Mercury, I think, maybe some new things involving your self-worth, maybe some new investment opportunities, maybe some financial stuff, something exciting, different, involving resources that could be out of the ordinary, but exciting, new, and different to mix up some things for the weekend and maybe support some of that career stuff as well, actually. But with that, there might be some uncertainty about what you want or who you are. Neptune from your first house squaring Venus. But remember that, Neptune's been showing you these past 10 years about living more presently with who you are and just living more presently in life in general. And I think that's a very good way of working with it. And, through that, it becomes very constructive. And then as a result, going into next week, I think you are more receptive, more in the now moment, and not needing to know exactly who we are or what we want, as much as it's about connecting to that inner stillness and that inner beingness. All right, so Aquarius, have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all very soon for the next forecast.